Welcome back to our channel. This is Mark from Orange Rocket. Hope everyone's doing fine. Today I want to talk about funnel marketing. It's something that you may have heard of. It's a term that a lot of people use and not necessarily without fully understanding it. And I'm going to try and explain what it means in terms of Amazon. So I don't get deeply technical in these videos and talk about technical strategies, the sort of stuff that we might do with our clients. But I talk about general terms for you as a seller and what you need to be aware of and how it affects your business. So in terms of awareness, consideration and purchase, it's funnel shaped because typically I believe that the size of the audience will be huge up here or large up here, smaller and then smaller still. So if you were someone perhaps that's just got a dog in their family, now you're aware that you need to purchase products for the dog, beds and food and all that kind of stuff, and so you're starting up here. You're not aware of who the sellers are in the market for dog beds, if that's what you're thinking about. You don't know the brand name that you as a private label are selling. You don't know anything about the different features and all that. You're very, very very, very far from making a purchase. You sort of need to, and that's what we would call, and that traffic is likely to be very large. And it could in fact be people that don't even know they want the product, particularly if it's an impulse product. They're not even aware the product exists. And then you get the people in the middle at the consideration. These are the people that have maybe clicked on a few ads or organic results. They're considering a purchase for your type of product. They've looked at lots. They know they need it and they're starting to think about features, but they're not really sure about you. And then you get people close to the purchase. These are even smaller audience. They've gone one step further. They might be aware of you and your brands. They might be aware that they want a large dog bed that's made out of this material in this colour, and if you sell that, you are being considered for the purchase. In this group is also repeat purchasers, people who, if you sell a supplement, people who come back, type your brand name in, and that will be at the bottom of the funnel. These is where generally most of the purchases happen, and therefore your job as an advertiser or as a seller is to move people down the funnel. So it's like the customer's journey. And if you look over here, you've got things like you'll get more conversions here, you'll get more sales here. This will be very, very relevant. You'll get more traffic up here, which is why it's at the top. Your ACOS and TACOS, which people tend to talk a lot about, will be higher up here. Cost per clicks, your audience size and your spend will typically be higher as a proportion of your sales. So again, I touched on ACOS and things like that, which I don't really like talking about in too much detail because it's very tactical, because it's important to think about your goals as a seller. So if you want to make people more aware of your products and what you sell, then you're advertising up here, and I'll come to the type of adverts in a moment. But in the real world, or sorry, not real world, but the world outside of Amazon, you're talking about billboards, television advertising. That's typically awareness. You can't make a direct purchase from that. It's just making it aware. Now you've got consideration ads. In terms of goals, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make potential purchasers aware of the detail and the features. You're maybe capturing competitor sales. You want to look at more relevant keywords. So again, I'll talk about the types of keywords that people type in. And here, if your goal is to capture these type of purchases, then you're going to be typically looking at trying to minimize your ACOS, increase your profit margin, and reduce your cost per acquisition. So in terms of kind of really this affects people who are typing in search terms into the search bar, and then maybe the sorts of words that you're trying to think about capturing, say through advertising. So someone that's in the awareness phase might be typing in something like pets, considering they're buying, let's say, a dog bed. They're typing in pets or dog accessories. They know they need some stuff for this new this new furry friend that they've got, but they don't actually know what. And then they're at the consideration stage. They're typing in generic beds, just dog beds. They don't know what they want, size, colour, etc. And they might be typing in a few competitor names because they've either seen or heard of some competitors of yours. And now they're getting down the bottom, the sorts of customers that are here, and they're moving down the funnel. Then they might obviously just jump in straight here if they're already aware, but the type of customers here are going to be typing in very, very specific longer tail keywords, large dog bed for dog breed, or my brand name dog bed. So you need to capture people at different sizes and different levels of the funnel. Now again, I don't want to get too technical here, but in advertising, we do different types of advertising. So you may have heard of auto type targeting, you may have heard of sponsored brands, display advertising. One that's not on here would be DSP, which tends to be more at this end, although it's getting more relevant for further down. Category campaigns. So if you're responsible for the advertising in your own brand, then these are the types of adverts that you need to be thinking about building out, depending on your goals. If your product is, and I'll do this in future videos to know at which point you're suffering, whether it's a lack of traffic or a lack of conversion, and that's actually quite important to understand. Do you need more people at the top of the funnel or more at the bottom? And then things like ranking campaigns. So that's all we've got for today. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that kind of helped you sort of understand a little bit about funnel marketing. If you want any more information, please do talk to us. Please do reach out. Happy to help any sorts of questions. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.